doing fine. It's a little light.
Namaste, my beautiful friends, and welcome back to the Way Yoga. My name is Sarah. Thank you for joining me today for this sensual stretching class. So we're basically going to be embodying the frequency of sensuality for this practice with some dynamic stretching. Now, if you want to tap into this energy more and learn about this frequency, I want to encourage you to check out my other two videos, which are linked down below. But for today's practice, the only prop you're going to need is a yoga mat and your beautiful selves at home. I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for joining me today. So we're going to start things off nice and easy. So this is just going to be a very laid back, very slow going, very sensual class, okay? And I'll kind of speak more to this frequency as we go along, okay? But to start out, we're going to take windshield wiper pose. So I'm going to lean back onto my hands. The heels of my hands are facing forward. I'm going to place my hands back behind me. I'm going to walk my feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart, and then we're just going to go nice and easy here. Connecting the breath with our movement, starting on our next inhale and exhale, really accentuating this twist, really accentuating this stretch here as we go side to side, just nice and easy to start. Like I mentioned, this is going to be very laid back, okay? And I want to encourage you at home, if you want to make this a little bit more expansive, a little bit more dramatic, taking up space, that's definitely a part of sensuality. I want to encourage you to copy me here. So I'm going to bring my hands over here to the side. I even added just a slight press here, just a slight push up, nothing too strenuous. As I come around, I'm going to windmill my hands once again, getting deeply into the sides of the body, accentuating this movement, but that's just optional if you want to try that by copying me. And I've said this in previous videos, friends, but sensuality is basically just the frequency of present moment awareness, right? When we're savoring a delicious meal or marveling at the sunset or something in nature, right? Really using the body as a conduit, as a vehicle to experience all the richness, all the pleasure, all the present moment awareness of this life. And when we do that, for me, we are being mindful. I feel like when we are tapped into that experience, it's the most enlightened state that we could possibly be in, right? Good. Let's do this just a couple more times here. Let's go side to side one more time. Just finishing this round out, still staying tapped into your breath. Last time here, friends. All right, gorgeous, gorgeous. Let's come back to center here. If you need to shake out the legs just a little bit, yeah, sending that vibration up, getting into the lymphatic system before we get the other side, go ahead and do that. So from here, friends, we're going to take the right foot out to the side here. The sole of the left foot will come inward here, and I'm going to demonstrate what we'll get into first. So first things first, we're going to just lean out and over towards the side of the body. I like to catch my head here as I come forward, and then exhale, come out, and then we'll inhale, cross over the body, and then exhale, come out. And we're simply just going to repeat this. So when we're moving here dynamically in the stretches, so not remaining static, but just adding a little bit of movement when we stretch, it increases the blood flow in the body. It allows us to get a little bit deeper into the body. So I thought this would be a perfect way just to experience that frequency, that energy of sense and sensuality, right? And in a world that is asking more and more of us each day, when the world is placing more demands on us, it's always a good idea just to slow down. Slow down and smell the roses, right? Slow down and get into the body and out of your mind. Gorgeous. Let's do a couple more like this. Reaching up and over, getting into the side here, getting into the rib cage. And as I mentioned in previous videos, if you're feeling any type of creative block, maybe some type of writer's block, or maybe you just feel stagnant in your life right now, it's always a good idea just to get up and move, shake it out without rhyme or reason. Put on your favorite playlist, right? Move the body, shake it out, dance it out. All right, let's go ahead and come up here. Let's go across one last time before we switch sides. Excellent. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides here. So my left leg is gonna come out to the side. Sole of the right foot's gonna come in. And let's take this on the opposite side, shall we? So on your next inhalation, let's reach up and over. Good, noticing the difference between the right and the left. Good, and just adapting, adjusting as needed. Beautiful. I forgot to mention as well, if you're a beat behind me, if you want to take this a little bit slower, if you want to move a little bit quicker, go for that, right? You don't have to follow me exactly. I want this to feel good for you, in your body. I want this to be your own unique practice. And yeah, and just reconnecting with that breath here. Side body stretch. Let's go for a few more cycles like this, friends. You're doing great. Okay. Let's make this our last round here, friends. Let's just go side one more time and then across. Beautiful, beautiful. If you need to shake out the arms a little bit, shake out through the fingertips, go for it. Okay. All right, so our next posture, we're gonna come into head to knee pose, Janu Shirshasana, but you don't have to get your head down to your knee. That's just what the posture is called. But very similar to what we just did, I'm gonna bring my right leg directly out in front of me like so. I'm kind of facing at an angle so you can see me better. And then I'm gonna bring the sole of the left foot to the inside of my right thigh, okay? So the way I did this in my own personal practice, I brought my hands together in prayer. So this is one way you can approach this pose, but I want you to pretend like you're diving, you're cutting through water as you come forward and up. Now, if this range of motion is a little bit too far, if it's just too much for you, yeah, modify it. Bring your fingertips forward. You can lean forward and back, creating that wave action with the body, right? Getting into the rhythm here in your own unique way. You can come forward like so, and then walk your hands back. So just play with that, okay? So from here, I'm gonna take my hands together in front of my heart, and I'm gonna dive in. I'm gonna cut through the water here. And I find that this is just an easy way to get into the back of the leg, into the hamstring, but we're also incorporating the upper half of the body as well. Just cutting through the water. Using your breath to guide you. Good. Let's go for 3 more here, friends. You're doing fabulous. If it is helpful, you can close your eyes. Last one here. Beautiful job. Let that breath go. If you need to shake out the arms once again, go ahead and do that. We're going to switch things up, okay? Take your time. Get your setup here. And again, same options, friends. All right, so once again, let's bring the hands together at heart center, prayer hands. And then on our next inhalation, let's dive through the water here. Good. And just integrating your entire body into this stretch, into this movement. Again, listening to your body, noticing the difference between the right and left side of your body. Good. If it's helpful, you can close your eyes once again. Very strong Ujjayi breath in this practice, right? Just embodying sensuality, feeling the fullness of the breath. Let's go one last time. Let's dive into the water one last time. All right, we'll let that go. Shake it out if you need to. And actually, you know what? We'll stay on this side here. I'm going to show you just a slight stretch here, just a little variation you can do. So in my personal practice, if you need support, you can always roll up the bottom edge of your knee, or you can grab, the bottom edge of your knee, the bottom edge of your yoga mat. That would be really weird, wouldn't that? And then place that underneath your knee for added support. You can also grab a blanket as well. Okay, so from here, friends, I'm gonna bring my left hand back behind me. I'm gonna bring my left foot out to the side a little bit. Actually, I lied. I'm gonna bring my right hand back behind me. And then from here, friends, I'm gonna push up and reach out and over, getting into the hips, and we're just gonna move dynamically in and out of this posture. Okay, like so. So go ahead and make your way there now, and then we will do this all together, okay? So go ahead and follow me on your next inhale. Let's press up. So pressing into the heel of the foot, pressing down into the knee. So that's where that extra padding can come in handy, especially if that knee is just a little bit tender. Good. Let's do 2 more. Reach, reach, reach. Set it down. Gorgeous. One more time. Reach, reach, reach. Gorgeous. And set it down. And we'll take this on the other side, friends. So we'll let that go. If you need to roll up your yoga mat, go for it. I'm going to roll up the edge of my mat here. So just like we were taking Janu Shirshasana, once again, this time I'm going to place my left hand back behind me, and then we're going to root to rise up here, finding that nice stretch for the hips, and then we'll set it down. Beautiful. Once again, inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Unroll your yoga mat. If you need to shake it out in any way, go ahead and do that. I have one more posture for you before I let you all go. We're going to come into Malasana squat. So yogi squat. So we're usually we do Malasana at my classes like so, but today I want to challenge you. I want you to move about in this Malasana. So I want you to make this a little bit more flowy, a little bit more dynamic. So you can do that by coming up onto the ball of the foot like I'm showing here. Excuse me. And I'm just simply shifting my weight here side to side. If you want to come forward here, you can alternate coming in and out of forward fold, back into Malasana squat here. But all I'm doing is simply just shifting my weight side to side here and just allowing myself to find a greater degree of ease in this posture. So I'm alternating feet here. If you want to kind of make this more of like an interpretive yoga dance, you can do that. I definitely did that in my practice by incorporating the hands in any way that feels good to you. And again, just make this your own unique signature, your own unique practice, any way you need to get into this posture. And again, modify as needed. If you need to come out of Malasana, come out of Malasana at any point in time, okay? Good. We'll just move it side to side. Gorgeous. Yeah, you can bounce a little bit if that feels appropriate to you. Just shifting your weight. All right, friends. Beautiful job. So, once again, let's come to seated, okay? You can lean back onto the hands, make your way into an easy seat here. If you need to stretch out your legs a little bit, go for it. I'm gonna come into an easy seat here just to close off this practice with you. So once again, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you feel relaxed. I certainly do. I hope you feel more embodied at this point in time. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Namaste and bye for now.